Right, hello everybody. Welcome to another video. This is technically series. I don't know. Episode 6, I think. Yep, episode 6. I'll put it down as that, but this is more of a catch you up. Been out all day, so we will crack on and do a bit this evening. So let's start with, I've let this run. So what happened basically yesterday from episode 5, we got to this point where we were printing these out. Make this a bit bigger so you can see. And as you can see, it's ran through the night and we just got hundreds of them. Now, I know I've scrolled through pretty quick there, but the eagle-eyed amongst you will see these in every one. And of course, we have a bit of a pickle there. That to me, along with that one, should not be zero every single time. You think bid tick higher and arse tick higher means that if that's always zero, either got a logical error or the initial price at every start of every minute. Here so we can make some notes so you can see what I'm on about. So if we think about this logically, for both of the raising type as usual, I think that's right. Sleep. Both of the raising sides to always be zero would mean that the first price is coming in, sets the upper, and we never get a price higher throughout the whole minute. That just can't be true. That means price is never ever going up, which is clearly wrong. So we clearly got a bit of a pickle there. So not the end of the world. It's not that particular pickle, but it is expected. You know, we throw it together and see what happens, basically. I guess you'd call it the 80-20 rule. 80% of it's right, 20% we've got to work on. But at least we have something coming out to work with. We know what we're getting. We're getting the differences. So we just got to confirm the data. So that's the crap bit. We've got a bit of a pickle, most likely in the data stream, I would say, where we're tallying things up. I wouldn't think it's going to be that difficult to figure out, but we'll just put some print statements in, figure out what's changing, where it's changing, what we're getting, and see what we got. Okay, so that's the crap bit. We do have a bit of a bug, and we need to verify some of this data. Make sure that we are getting exactly what we got and what we're saying we get. Now, just a couple of things. These weird looking numbers down here, what I call scientific crap, are kind of irrelevant. As you can see, they're kind of on the spread most of the time, which is kind of, you know, it's a fractal number, so tiny, not worth worrying about. If we start seeing that go up, it's a signal, not a problem. So they're perfectly normal. And then obviously we just need to work out whether these are all kind of coming in correctly. Not for every single minute, but generally speaking. So that's crap. Right, so let's get rid of that. What are we in? A couple of minutes. So the good news, we're back up here. This was where we started yesterday. As you can see, 23rd. Can't see the clock, but we're now on the 24th. And as you can see, it's self-created its own folder. None of this has been restarted. It's just been left running since the end of episode 5, basically. I left it on all night. So it ticked over fine, and as you can see, let's start back with the 23rd. So forget where we started here, because we were halfway through the day or later when we actually started it, so there might be a couple of skips early on. But we got the most important thing, the bucket 1440, which is, if you remember, the very last bucket in our list. So it's the crossover period from the day. Okay, so I got that fine. It's recorded there, as you can see. 23:59:43 was the last tick of the day. and it starts at 23.59.04. So very flat, quiet, excuse me, minute. And let's just have a count. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. And if we look here, just going back to this problem, the ask tick higher difference from previous to next. Well, if that was the previous, that's higher. Be it by one fractal pipette. Remember, this one in brackets that I'm putting in now is your actual pip, and this last one is a partial pipette, or pip, sorry, partial pipette. It's partial pip, or the kind of counter up to a full pip. I think they call it a pipette. Could be wrong. Someone let us know in the comments exactly what that fifth digit's called. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, fifth digit past the decimal point. And this is, I haven't put it in here, I don't think, did I? No, but this is for Euro USD. So I know the Jappy is the same thing, but they move it back in one. So now I've lost, there we go. Okay, so 3 is higher than 2. So this number here is greater than that number there. So that should have triggered at least 1 here. We've got 10 lower. Ask is lower than the previous. So if we go ask here, 38 to 36, so that's fine. And 35, so that's 2, 34, 3, 33, 32, so that is lower. And then we go 33. Get rid of my crap off here now. Clear up me dangly bits. Like so. So it's definitely not calculating something correctly there, because we can see with our own eyes that we got a 2 here and a 3 here. That shouldn't register as lower, because we're not going equal to or greater than, it's greater or lower. So that wouldn't register as lower, and that's higher again. So yeah, we definitely got a bit of a pickle here, but as I say, it's just more data for the problem as we go through, just to make sure I'm not going nuts. Anyway, back to the good side. So 24th starts off with bucket 1 nicely. Hour O, minute O, as you would expect. And we got a bunch of ticks there, but again, nothing higher, nothing higher. Nothing higher, nothing higher. So you definitely don't make any sense, does it? I'm not going nuts. There is never anything higher. But the weird thing is, if I remember correctly, some of these did very early on, which is a clue. I'm not saying it was working and the price has been on a steady free fall or flickering around forever and a day. What I'm saying, and what this could be, is just a preemptive guess. I genuinely haven't even looked into this yet. What I think this is going to be is something to do with the rounding. I think I'm rounding in the wrong places, which is what's causing a bit of a pickle here. Now, it shouldn't necessarily change. I think we've got potentially 2 actually. It shouldn't change whether a number's higher or lower. It's only going to be higher or lower, and rounding it up, I guess, could cause false signals, as it were. So that's going to be my first port call looking. But anyway, we did get some here, so it definitely was working. But these were early on yesterday, when you see, this is the kind of thing I would expect to see. Some mismatching between the data. But coming back down here, you can see they're always pretty standard. 42, 42, the other one was 37, 37, 43, 43. Let's get random ones, 48, 33. So, yeah, there's no way you're getting the exact same lower on both of them. I mean, it looks and sounds like a dream, doesn't it? You know, the bid dropping and the ask price dropping is going to do that as the cursor goes down as a line. You know, it's basically telling you it's doing that. False signal. Now, it looks too good to be true. Like, this is screaming I'm dropping, isn't it? The bid's dropping down. The bid price is going lower. And the ask price is going lower than the previous one. But it's never accounting for the fact that it goes back up to cancel them out. It looks like 58 ticks lower than the previous tick. So, although, sorry, I'm just going to nip into here a second. Right, I can already see the problem. We're only ever checking on the same price. We're not actually adding that to it. Oh, there you go, we solved that as well. And within time. So if you look at the previous bid calculation, we're only checking it. Either way, after it's done its calculations, we need to set the previous bid to the bid price and the same down here, previous ask to the ask price. So technically it still might be an issue with the rounding. I'm going to check that as well, but that just suddenly dawned on me as I looked at that. It's like, yeah, we're checking each time, but we're only ever setting it once. But we always want the current tick to move into the previous tick position. So it goes like that. Currently it went here, and then it's that way. Checking against this one. So if that makes sense, let me draw it out in text for us. So we set the price here, and then every new price we're checking against that single price. It probably isn't going to make it any clearer. So we're checking higher or lower against that price. Like so. But we're never then setting the new price to go with. So it's basically, instead of, for a visual example, each one of these standard pipes external to a bracket is setting the price, we would expect to see that, wouldn't we? As a run. So price is set, we check the next price greater to or greater than or less than or greater than even to the price. So it's less than the price or greater than the price. Then we set the new previous price. Check it, set it, check it, set it, check it, set it. What we've got is basically this. So we only set it once. Ooh. Gives you the example. Now maybe using that pipe for both is the same. So if we actually sit that there, so backslash, so set price, and then we're checking, but we're always checking against the same price. So that should solve that. So allow us to, we're going to have to stop and start anyway. I could leave it running, but for the site, the data collection will still be fine. So let's, sorry, just wondering what we're going to do here. No, it won't, because we're stream collecting, so we're going to skip a minute. So whatever we do, we're going to skip a minute. But we don't want to do that one, do we? And while we're here, again, I haven't looked at these at all today. The response ended prematurely, so that's basically the stream here, print E. Okay, so that's what happens when it disconnects. But it will, because it's on a while true loop, the while is before the try. It'll just come back to here and reconnect itself, and then away we'll go again. That's how that works. Anyway, we've loaded the stream thing there, but we don't want that one running here, do we? Let me get myself sorted out here. So we want to run the stream from here. Like so. And then we want to run this from there, like so. Okay, and we'll just see what we got. While we carry on, or while we wait, while we carry on. Oh, I need to wake up. So price data. See, we've got both folders. We started off correctly, and this will be our second day with maybe one missing around here, but who cares? We can live with that. So yeah, our actual initial concern, which was, are we going to get the 1,440th bucket? Thus far seems to be holding true and is fine. As long as we get proper bucket 1 to 1,440 and the date is good, we don't really care less. So that's what happened and where we're up to. So as we've got a couple of minutes in this initial video, we'll see what happens here, see if we actually get any numbers pop out, and then we'll make a video in a bit where we just double check all the rounding and just go through and compare some metrics if this fixes the problem. Else we'll have a deeper dive into that. I wasn't actually expecting to fix the problem in this video. However, it's always nice to get a pleasant surprise, and that is today's pleasant surprise. Whilst we wait, a few things coming up in the next few days if you are interested or in the market for. I'm having a massive clear out on the eBay, so I'll be selling off lots of bits and bobs from, just looking about what we got here at Flog. Some Apple headphones, the Pro version things. Obviously I can't show you because I'm using a screen camera. But they're all going potentially faulty. We will check them out and see, come from the wife. But I found one of the caps was bust, so we've got some new caps for it. She's got a new pair, and these just been sitting about for a while, so I was thinking, right, we'll have a clear out and get rid of that. But we've got some of the new full set of large, small, and extra small by the looks of it. Although I think they're the wrong way around on that card, even though they're brand new. Odd, but anyway. Unless XS means something else. Ooh, she must have tried these and put them on the wrong ones. Let me put them the right way. That bugged me. While I wait for this. I know you can't see anything, don't worry. I am that stupid, but not in this case. I got a card when you get these wireless headphones. What we got here? Bid tick higher difference, -11, -15. Well, at least we got something. Sorry, interrupt myself. Yeah, you get them little different sized earbuds, so they fit your ears a bit better. Well, when I pointed out to the wife that that's probably all that was wrong with her original ones, she said, oh, I got some of them in the drawer. It came with a new set. Because she just got the same things, because she does like them. Right, that's them back in, right. And when I opened them up, you got XS, which is extra small. You've got small, and you've got large. Now you can physically see the extra small was bigger than the small, and obviously, well, not from a sales point of view, just a common sense point of view, it looks stupid. So fix that. So yeah, we got them. I got a MacBook. I think it's like a 2011 one or something. Got 8 gig of RAM. All good condition generally speaking. Put an SSD in it. Got rid of that, so it's running actually halfway decently. And we're not, just go back to here, we're not compounding by the looks of it because we've got lower there, we've got higher and higher. But we're actually getting some more believable metrics there. Yeah, and some bits and pieces of tooling like electronics and old soldering irons and things like that. Loads and loads of small stuff. The major things, which might pan to some people's liking, excuse me, a bunch of old older PS3s, the fat ones. They do suffer from the yellow light of death. Well, during the pandemic, I bought a load of them and went through to figure out if we could fix them. Turns out we can. So we're going to be revisiting them on cam and try and do a bit of a better job than my previous sort of plumber's soldering iron repairs and what have you. And we will take it from there. One more thing, I know we've run over my 20-minute predetermined allotted time, but as I'm talking absolute tosh, just want to quickly check. So we've got a bid tick higher difference of 2 here. So if we have ask higher previous, so that would have been 5, so we should have 7 in here, I believe. Oh no, ask tick, ask higher than previous. Right. Well, that don't make any sense either now, does it? Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. So ask higher previous is 9, 5, so that ain't right. So that should be 10. Ask higher previous. Bid. Oh, it's bid, isn't it? So bid higher previous was 6 there. And that's still 21. So that don't make a difference of 2. Bid tick higher difference of -7. So bid tick higher. Bid tick higher. So 7 from there. So we would expect 14. Bid tick higher. Which we got 12. I'm getting closer. So we've still got a few discrepancies there. Bid tick lower is 16 less from that file to that file. So bid tick lower is 18 and is there, so it's 10. So yeah, we're still gonna have to look at all this properly in the next video, but I thought if it just confirms itself, so at least we're getting the output. So episode 7 will be where we go through and see whether we're just misunderstanding what this is telling me or whether we're calculating it incorrectly, because I can't for the life of me remember what way around I did it now. So if we actually go work backwards quickly, so bid higher previous, bid tick higher, so -24. So if that's 26 in this one, which is 21, so still, oh, it's this one, isn't it? So 5, and we're on bid tick higher, -14, so that should be 20, no, 19, and it's 12. So no, it's not making any sense as to what the numbers mean at the moment. Now, I did remember changing something, so I reckon I've got all that completely screwed up. So the data coming through, excuse me, the data coming through will seemingly take as good for now. These are what they are. It's only counting ticks against each other, so I trust this more than I trust this at the minute. So okay, so we're 23 minutes in, so I'm going to call this one done, and I'll stop this bit here so you know what we're working on. We are working in this part here. Okay, and we've got to confirm everything, which might mean we make a change up here, or whatever the case may be, but we'll see. So, as always, I'm going to just bob through and do video after video again, more of a live go, and we'll see what we get. So, as always, hold on. Right, we can see the problem again already. Can't we? Or can't you? Same problem as we had in this one. If you think about it, set initial state, but then if you look down here, we never again reset these to the new value. So there we go, same problem as we had before, just me being forgetful. So we return them, but we never reset them. So I wonder if we could just change that back. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and anything else you can to give us a hand if you want to. If you don't, hopefully you'll eventually come around to the right side of the way of life. I mean that jokingly, of course. I am an idiot. I don't expect to be to everybody's tastes, but I mean nobody any offence. So if you found yourself offended, get over it. But do take care regardless whether you like me or not, and I will see you in the next video.